Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another Stormworks video. Today we're obviously working on our submarine again. So, what I kind of wanted to do today is I feel like we should extend it maybe a tiny bit. I'm also going to work on making this little bit right here look a little bit nicer. And we'll probably also allow it to dive, because at the minute it can't actually go underwater. So, we'll put in some pumps and we'll see how well that works. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and mirror mode. Beautiful. And then we're going to literally delete like this, and a bunch of this stuff as well. There we go. And in fact, we're going to delete most of this, if not all of it. There we go. Good. We're going to go ahead and delete these and this as well. There we go. And we're going to just try and make it look pretty, basically. So this is going to go upwards just a tiny bit like so. And then it'll go inwards, and that'll be the end of that one. Bam. All right, cool. Go ahead and attach all of that together. That is awesome. That is awesome right there. We're going to go ahead and put this piece on as well, and that's okay. We're then going to have it go even further forwards from there, but on the inside. So, like, this bit. And that's going to go up to there. And, yeah, I feel like that's fine. And then we're going to go back across, just like so. And that's going to be our front piece, kind of. Yeah, I think that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and merge all of this together, like so. We're going to go ahead and put this piece in. Again, like so, and then we're going to go ahead and put the other pieces in. So that goes in there, this goes in here, and then this comes basically all the way across. We put this on, here we go, like so, and we put a piece in there. And then we actually need to go ahead and put a piece in there as well, which is easily done, just like so. Alright, good. Now all we need to do is get rid of this piece, put one of these in, and blammo! I feel like that looks a heck of a lot better. Maybe a little bit better, actually. It's not, like, massively improved it, but it definitely has improved it a little bit. Alright, fantastic. Go ahead and put this right here, and whammo! That's okay. So someone did say that we should go ahead and use some wing pieces to try and make things look a little bit nicer, and I agree. So we're going to go ahead and get a wing piece. Basically, you need a small wing piece, and then you get, like, that curve kind of thing. So if we literally go ahead and we put these in the middle, okay, kind of like this. Oh, it doesn't reach. It doesn't quite reach. We need it to go in one, like this. And then that makes it look a little bit better. So we'll do that. This is going to delete all the way up to here. And we're going to continue all the way from out this side, all the way to the other side. And everything's going to be okay, I think. Okay, so that's pretty much all of that done. Now, it does look a little bit better. However, actually attaching this to everything else is a little bit annoying to do. Because that isn't long enough, for example, for this piece. And also, if we go ahead and we put it here, it obviously sticks out a little bit, which is a tiny bit annoying. I don't think it's that bad, though, so we are going to use it. I think it'll be okay like that. So, we're going to keep it there, and everything is going to be A-okay. We're going to go ahead and shove this right here as well. And we're going to go ahead and plaster it together just like this. There we go. We're going to have a pretty flat front, and I feel like that's okay. There we go. We'll leave it like that. We need to do the same thing at the back and make it sort of work here. And then once we've done that, it should be okay. Okay, so you see what I've actually done is I've done it all the way along to the back anyway. We're going to go ahead and fill in these pieces that I've missed, and I need to go ahead and corner off these pieces and make them look good. Once we've done that, we'll go ahead and move on to actually adding some pumps and stuff and trying to make it actually submerge and sink, because that's what submarines do. Okay, so I've done that. We're all done, but I did delete a whole row of weight, so it's probably going to sit way higher in the water than it did. And wait, is it sinking? I'm not quite sure what went on there. It spawned really high and then it slowly sank into the water. That was weird. Let's get inside and we'll see if it still moves. We did actually put the propellers, no, the rudders on last time, didn't we? I think we did. I do want it to sit a little bit lower in the water anyway, so we'll probably end up putting a lot more weight in. However, we should wait until we fixed it so that we know how much it's going to weigh at the end. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's running. It's running. And it turns? Question mark? Yes, it turns. All right, beautiful. I don't even know whether we got to test out its turning. Previously, I don't think we did. But it turns all right. It doesn't actually list over. So I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah. One thing is, though, it's not actually very fast. But that's okay. We're not going to work on that today. We're going to work on pumping water into these pieces right here, because we kind of need to. So there you go. Okay, so I've grabbed myself a large pump, and we're going to go ahead and place it probably right here, I guess. I don't know which one's in and which one's out, but we can work that out. Here we go. This one's out. This one is in. There we go. All right, good. That's actually the way I wanted it, pretty much. So that's going to go down into the floor. And we're going to go ahead and delete this. And delete... Oh, that's a wing. Ah, why? Why is there a wing there? Okay, right. We can go out sideways. I sounded like the hydraulic press man there. Okay, so this goes this way. And then that goes to the outside directly, which is good. Because then all we need to do is paste a bunch of these here. If we can possibly attach them together onto this piece. Good. And then we just need one of these. And shove it right there. And that'll sort of allow us to pump out. Actually, we want it to be the other way, don't we? Do we? Hold on. Right. Hold on. Out. Yeah, we need these to be the other way up. So it actually needs to go this way up instead. There we go. Pretty easy fix. So that's fine. Alright, good. Now we're going to go ahead and do this. We need one of these. And we need to put it inside the chamber. Here we go. I don't think it actually matters where this is in Stormworks. I don't think they've actually implemented anything that means that it has to be at the bottom to actually suck out stuff. So we're going to actually do it at the top, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be fine. We do need a lot more pumps than just 2, though. Because, yeah, it's not going to be enough. It is definitely not going to be enough. But that allows us to actually pull things out, which is good. Now, for how things get in, for how the air gets in and stuff, we're going to delete a few pieces, okay? So we're going to start with deleting this big chunk and one of these, okay? And the way we're going to get around this is we're going to go ahead and fill these in, like so. And we're going to go ahead and put one of these in as well, like so. And that sort of allows us to just put a hatch in here, and then everybody's going to be A-okay with that, presumably, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think this is okay. So we go ahead and shove that in there, and this is how we fill up with water. The water goes in there, and it gets sucked in, and it goes inside the tank, and then it gets pumped out by a pump at the back. And I feel like that's fine. Yeah. I am, however, also going to put one of these at the back as well, because it makes sense to. So we're going to go ahead and delete 6 or something of this. Delete this one. Go ahead and put in the extra pieces again, like I did in the previous one. And then we need to put the panel across, which is this, all the way across there. Put the door in. Put the door in. Here we go. Like so. Beautiful. And that's good. Awesome. Okay, so just to see if this works, we're going to go ahead and select one, and it's going to be linked with all of these things, and we'll see if it can actually do it. We'll then see if we can pump out the water as well with 2, which is this one, and we'll see what that does. There we go. And that's fine. Okay, cool. We do need some dials so that we can see how much fluid is in each one, and that means we also need some meters. Yeah, here we go. We need some of these fluid meters. Beautiful. So it's literally just one in each side, so we'll delete this and put one of these in. Like this on each side. We'll go ahead and put the dials up here somewhere. So like this. Guess it doesn't really matter where they are, but like they have to look okay. There we go, good. And then we need to make sure this one is with this one. Level. And then this one is with this one. Okay, good. And yeah, that's fine. Now everything needs power, but that's okay. I find it so weird how it sits on the top of the water until it like figures itself out, and then it goes down. It's so weird. Anyway, right, so those doors are closed at the minute. If we go ahead and we close this, and we open this one, and then we close it again. Beautiful. We can go down the stairs, and we can press a button. Here we go. They should start filling up, I think. Wait, that is so slow. That is really slow. What? Yeah, see, we're going to have that problem. We are indeed going to have that problem. Because we're so buoyant, okay, with nothing in us, the water is only going to go in as much as we're buoyant. So we actually need to be heavier. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So while these are full of air, we should be touching the surface. And when these are full of water, we should be below the surface. That is literally all we need. So we need to add a hell of a lot more weight to this thing somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Alright, okay, we're just going to go like this. All the way to the back. Like around here. There we go. We're going to do an extra little bit right there. And yeah, we're going to have to do it quite a lot. So this is going to have to come all the way forwards. This can go a little bit forwards. And we'll attach another one of these on. Okay. We're going to need so much weight. Okay, so much weight. It's going to have to be more than that. More weight than that. That is a lot of weight already. Okay. Another line, I guess, across the outside. This is a hell of a lot of weight. Also, somebody said stop saying hell. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll try not to. Here we go. Let's spawn this in. Uh-huh. We need to make sure. Basically, I want the waterline to just be touching the top of this. That's where I want the waterline to be. But it's not quite there yet. Also, we need more weight in the back than the front now because it's listing forwards more than backwards. Okay, so grab one of these. Delete, I don't know, this. There we go. Put this across here, like so. Beautiful. Do it with this one. Do it with this one. And do it a little bit here as well. Alright, fantastic. That's a lot of weight. That is a lot of weight. We could probably actually delete most of these. And do something like this. Delete the outside ones. Just to make it look a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and do this. Alright, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And we're going to continue that trend a little bit further backwards. And that is a lot of weight. Okay, good. Spawn this in. And we'll hope for the best. Okay? Sits on top of the water. Then it goes into the water. And it should be sitting at about that height. You see where this is? Where I'm pointing at right now. However, where it's at right now might be fine. I think, possibly. I think it's okay. Okay, press the button. Bam! There we go. Doors have opened. Are they filling up or are they staying like the same? They are full. They're full. But we're not underwater. And the reason being is because it doesn't add enough weight? Question mark? I think that's right. I think that's right. We need to actually make ourselves dive. Yeah. Okay. We need to add some, like, fins to the back or the front. It doesn't matter where they are. So that we can actually go into the water. For that, though, we do actually have to be moving, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. But, it's okay. Rudder. Here we go. We're going to actually use these things again. They're quite useful. We're going to go ahead and shove one in here. I guess it fits there. Okay. Like, in here. I guess. Ugh. Yeah. There we go, like that. That's good. And we'll go ahead and line these up. So that goes to there. And then this goes to here. There we go. And then they need to attach to the seat somehow. Oh, Jesus. Okay, W and S is going to be up and down. There we go. Good. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put them on sticky. Well, just the up and down. Because, yeah, reasons. Now, the problem we're going to have with this testing is we don't actually have the floating buoy thing yet. So, we're going to run out of gas. And then it's going to float back up to the surface anyway. But that's okay. Alright, here we go. We're driving. We are actually moving. Beautiful. And then we'll see if we can actually dive down using these things. Oh, I don't think we can, but maybe. We're not actually diving down, are we? We're trying. We're just not going down. We need to weigh more. Or something. Something needs to change. Is this really the change we needed? I don't know. I actually don't know. I've just deleted 2 big bars along the outside and we filled that with weight. Now we need to see. We do need the deck to still be above the water when we're flat, but when we're moving, we need to be able to go down and under. Okay? At the minute, I don't think that's possible, but it is at about the right height now where it's exactly where I want it. Awesome. Okay, good. Yeah. Because you can still walk around on the deck without getting your feet wet. And you can actually go down inside and be fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, open this up. Go ahead and close this. We might need to make the ballast tanks a little bit bigger. They might have to come upstairs. I don't really know. Okay, open sesame. There we go. We're moving forwards. Go ahead and turn this off. They should be full of water. And if we go ahead and we make it daytime, we should be able to see what we're doing. Beautiful. Okay, dive. Is it diving? It's starting to dive. It is starting to submerge. Yes. Kind of. Look at how much we submerged. Like a few centimeters. And we haven't actually went fully down. Oh, but it is actually going down. Aha. And this is when our engines run out of air and we die. However, yeah, okay. We're not too far off being, like, buoyant, or I don't know what the word is. I can't remember. But basically, we should be able to stay still underneath water without going up or down. I don't think we're far off that. Okay, good. Alright, so that does mean we have to start working on this buoy soon, but for right now, we do need to fix a few things. For example, this right here needs sorting out because you keep hitting your head. Or I keep hitting my head as soon as I walk through this. So we need to fix that situation by deleting a few of these things. Okay, sorting out the outside so it makes it look alright again. Okay, like this. Alright, go ahead and put this piece in there, like so. And then put this on there. Yes, like so. And then I guess we need to go ahead and put the side piece in as well. Which could be done via doing this. There we go, beautiful. We do need to fill in this as well, because there's a random little gap there, and it just looks a bit weird. Looks a little bit strange. There we go. Okay, we should be able to walk in now. I'm going to go ahead and delete that as well. Put one of these in, and that should allow us to walk downstairs. I'm going to go ahead and delete that as well, just to make it look a tiny bit better. Okay, awesome. So now what? Now what do we do? Well, tiny bit more weight. So we're going to actually go ahead and put in another line of weight somewhere. And that is going to be, I don't know, here? This one? This will do fine. Okay, and it's going to go however long it is. And we're going to go ahead and delete it. There we go. Up to a certain point. We then grab the weight again, and we fill it all the way up to the front again. Here we go. Wait, what? Have I done 2 there, or have I done 1? Like, it feels like... Have I put that in the wrong place? I think I've put it in the right place. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay, that's good. That's good. So the problem is now that we're actually going to be too heavy. We're going to be too heavy. The deck is going to be underneath the water when it's still, and that is just not really what I want. However, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, so that's actually where it's settled down, and I feel like that is about right. At the minute, I do want to change this back piece. I don't like the fact that it's so flat on the top. However, instead of doing it the same as this, I might actually have a little bit of a bump on the back, just for random reasons. Oh, I've done it again. Okay, never jump on those ladders. I might actually get rid of the ladders and put some stairs in. Because, yeah, it keeps wanting to, like, kill itself. In fact, it has. It's completely broken itself. Guys, I deleted the batteries. I deleted the batteries. We need those. We do need some batteries in this thing. Right, okay, that explains why it was a little bit less heavy at the front. Okay, put these in. Bam, there we go. We got our batteries back. In fact, actually, can we put them on the side? I feel like that looks a little bit strange, but at the same time, it works. Okay. Logic. Let's go ahead and put the batteries together and then connect them to that, and then that's it. Good. Batteries are working. Fantastic. Okay. This might mean that we do sit a little bit lower in the water than we were a second ago because the batteries do weigh quite a lot. Which might mean that the deck's going to be a little bit under the water, but at the same time, we could raise the deck a little bit. I don't know. We could do something like that. Okay, forwards we go. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, see, it is... I haven't actually opened the doors there, and we were underwater. But with us moving forwards, it works. Aha. Okay, open up the doors. We're gonna sink, hopefully. Are we sinking? They're full of water, I think. Are they full of water? Okay, go under. Here we go. We're trying to sink. Submerge. Go, go, go. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. If we had continuous propulsion, that would be fine. And actually, it's taking a long time to get back up to the surface. Which might mean... Yeah! I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. The fact that it's taking so long to go back up means that... we should be good. We should be good. We should be good. We can actually stay still underneath the water. Presumably. I don't really know, but I think that's about right. Okay, fantastic. So with that being said, okay, we need air supplies that aren't necessarily coming from the surface. Now, what I mean by that is the fact that ours goes up at the minute, right here, means that we really rely on it, and we need, like, little separate tanks so that we can fill them with air, basically. I don't know whether we can use the air from inside this place, if that makes sense. I think we probably could. Okay, let me try something. This is going to be a complete test, and we'll see what happens. But if we go ahead and we delete this, and we put one of these in, like right here, There we go. And we go ahead and we grab, I don't know, say this T-piece, and we put it on there as well. Okay. That should allow us to get all of the air from this room. Presumably. I don't really know. Oh, we should also fill it with nothing. It should be an empty, yes. Okay, right. I understand. I think. Okay, we grab one of these. No, we don't. We grab one of these, I think. Question mark. Is that a fluid spawner? It is. Okay, and you fill it with nothing. Empty. So that is air. Yeah, alright. I'm sure this will work. Maybe, possibly. But, of course, we will run out of air at some point, presumably. So, it might not work all the time. But, that's fine. Okay, get inside and get going. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going down. Let's have a little look at the outside. So, the deck... Okay, we could delete, like, a little bit of weight. And that would be fine. Okay, start it up and let's get going. Here we go. So we started moving forwards. Indeed we have. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up our doors. That fills us with water. Fantastic. We're closing the doors so we stay full of water. And then we're going to start to dive under. Okay. Now we need to make sure that the air still works as air, even when that one is blocked. Although actually it'll fill the pipes, won't it? Yeah, that is true. We need a thing on this. In fact, if we put nothing on it... Oh, no, we do. We need something. We need a filter. Okay. So, we go ahead and we put a filter on. And then we put this on. And then we select the filter. And we say, allow water off. Allow diesel off. Allow... Yep. Okay, good. Spawn it in now. Try it again. And we'll see what happens. Alright, here we go. Bam! Sit in the seat. Go, go, go! Full throttle forwards. Open up the doors. Okay, as soon as they're full or close to full or whatever, we go ahead and close the doors. So we keep all of our air inside. And then we dive under. Here we go. We should start to dive now. We're going. Yes. Our air is underneath. Yeah, it breaks it. It breaks so that the whole room being filled with air doesn't work as an air intake. Interesting. Okay, so let's say we go ahead and we get a tank. Okay, I don't know how much air these things hold. I have no idea if these even, like, say they hold air? I don't know. Do these even work? Somebody said that they did, but I don't know. People could be wrong. It's always a thing. People are always wrong. Here we go. Bam. Put that there. And then attach them together. Attach them together. Put it right here. There we go. Okay, cool. Put this here. Go ahead and make it go sideways. Like this. Bam. And like this. Bam. And then go ahead and make sure these are full of nothing. 0. There we go. And 0. Good. Spawn it in. Maybe we need a valve. What's it called? It is called a valve, right? Valve? Okay. Here we go. One of these. There we go. On, off, valve value. Controls the flow from one side to the other side. Can be flown in both directions. Which one do we need? A one-way. Okay, hold on. If we go ahead and we put this in here. Like there, I think. Yeah, and put that there. And then we go ahead and give it some electricity. And then do we have like a button for it? We do. Okay, so let's say when we, I don't know, 3? Let's just put it on 3. Okay, right. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do straight away is turn that off. Okay, I've pressed 3 so that the water, or the air, can no longer come in through that side. Okay, if we then dive underneath the water, opening the doors, and then we close the doors. No. I'm so confused. Okay, if anyone knows what I'm doing wrong there, let me know. However, the next thing that we need to try, or we should try, is pressing 2. Okay, and that should allow us to empty out our water. Which is... I think it is doing just very, very slowly, possibly? Yeah, I don't know. We've only got 2 pumps working on that, so it might be a problem anyway. But what we have managed to do is actually submerge our submersible, which is nice. We can actually look out the windows too. Great. Very nice. Very, very nice. I will probably end up moving this seat forwards, deleting these seats, and just having like a little camera room in there. and that would be kind of cool. And then everybody can still see out through here, and yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this so far. We do need to work on the pumps and stuff like that, and making it submerge a little bit better, but it does kind of work, which is good. And if we use our buoy thing anyway, it shouldn't matter whether we've got air intakes on the inside. It shouldn't matter, because we're always going to have air from the outside anyway. Presumably. I think my buoy will be able to do that. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.